Welcome back. I'm back. I know an episode hasn't been up for like a handful of days since I think like the 4th. It's been like almost an entire week, if not an entire week, since the last Triangle Strategy upload. But that's because I've been sick. I got sick shortly after uploading or recording those 2 videos and buying the Charizard Ultra Premium box. So yeah, so I don't remember what happened last, but apparently we have 2 main stories and 2 character stories. The Bloody Shield recounts how he came to be known as such an accursed name, and an unmasked Maxwell treads a new path. More tea. So we got tea off screen because let me show. First of all, I just want to say how cursed I was after I talked to a cute girl. You know, you talk to a cute girl and you get cursed. Everything just stumbles down from there. You know, you send her a friend request. Yes. On Facebook. I shouldn't have. I really shouldn't have. Just I keep hitting back. Just because she had so few friends, it kind of shows that she doesn't accept people on a whim, even if she talked to them for like 2 seconds in Walmart. But you know, it was like a flip coin thing from, you know, because I have social anxiety, so it was like, hey, she accepts it, send her, you know, a message asking her out. If she denies it, I'll just take that as a sign she's not interested, which is what happened. She denied it, so you know, I'm taking that as a sign she's not interested, unless proven otherwise, but I highly doubt it. But then as soon as she, basically the same day she denied my friend request is the day I got sick, like really sick, like body aching, chill, fever on and off. I was running 100.5 to like 99 even most of the time, except for when the ibuprofen was active, then I was like down to like the 97, 98, still sometimes 99. And then, you know, I just got really sick, and then my throat got sore, and I was just sort of in the beginning not really tired, but then I got super tired like on the 3rd day of my sickness. And then on the 4th day, I believe it was, I went to the doctor's and was told it was like basically a sinus infection. Based on the fact that, you know, I had baggage not on my forehead, but like underneath my eyes, and not really congestion in my nose. There's like a lot of pressure underneath my eyes. And you know, and with that information, even though I told her I had like a sore throat, like 2 days into it, coughing happened like the day prior to this visit, she said it was like a sinus infection, essentially. And that sinus infection was the worst sickness I have had in a really long time. I have not been sick for longer than a couple days in a really long time. But off screen, I grinded up my money a bit. Obviously, I would have had a lot more if I didn't buy stuff. And mostly, I didn't even really buy stuff. I just upgraded my weaponry. As you can see, the only thing I can really do is movement. Might as well, who cares? In a Zana? Oh, that's right. I can do one of those 2, and I have no desire to do either, because I don't use either Rain or Tempest. But I'd like to ride a Thunderstorm, but I can't do it. But yeah, you know, it was just a string of bad luck. That's what that was. And you know, because of that, I couldn't stream, I couldn't record, I couldn't really do anything because I couldn't focus on anything. I was just in pain. I was miserable. That's the best way to put it. couldn't focus on anything. I was just miserable.
Thank you for joining me in my training, Sir Flanagan. I've learned much from you. In truth, I'm grateful for any training at all. There are few of us Hawk Riders in Glenbrook.
Then let me thank you in turn for a chance to shake the rust from my bones. Seems my mount was keen to face such a worthy opponent as well.
'Twould seem they are hawks of a feather. Speaking of which, Sir Flanagan, I understand your regiment of riders was the Duchy's finest. Yet you chose to leave your homeland behind. Why?
I grew to see how powerless I was. I once believed the freedom Gustadolf espoused would bring prosperity to Esfrost. So I fought, and fought, and fought for the cause until my shield was stained blood red.
Hence your title, yes. To think how many lives you must have saved.
Do not mock me. I saved no one. Pride swelled my breast with every mention of that cursed title. But in a year's time, what did I return home to find? My poor wife, wasting away in solitude in the throes of an accursed plague.
Your wife? Had word not reached you?
She mentioned in letters that she felt unwell, but never did I expect it to be so grave. In a matter of days, she was gone. Every moment I spent protecting the people, she drew one step closer to death. And I left her to die. Her blood, too, stains my shield.
Sir Flanagan,
Forgive me. I did not mean to burden you with my woes. But you see now, my title is a curse.
It is a tragedy, yes. But I cannot bring myself to believe you cursed. And you mustn't believe so either.
Also, she probably didn't bleed. She was just sick. I mean, unless she was coughing up blood, but... Speaking of bleeding, also a part of my bad string of bad luck. Like 2 days ago, I think is when I started feeling better, and yesterday was when I really felt normal. Today's the same. Just like slight coughing here and there. I went to go move my cat's fish, and I stabbed my finger because there's like an exposed nail on the top of it I wasn't aware of. Now I am. And I'd never seen blood come out of my finger so fast in such a really long time. What? Flanagan, you need to calm down, dude. So yeah, you know, just another like little tidbit on the string of my bad luck, you know. But hopefully, you know, with this week I can bounce back and be fine and get good luck again. Because now I've got to go out and buy a $50 Nintendo card so I can upgrade my account to Expansion Pack Plus, because my brother-in-law just bought the normal one and not the Expansion Pack Plus one, which makes sense. The family Nintendo Switch Online is like $35, but with the Expansion Pack it's $80, so I can see why he did what he did.
The hour has grown quite late.
That was my... first scouting excursion in many moons.
That was awkward.
I've forgotten how long they can take.
Tis not often I get the chance to soar over distant lands such as these. Sir Flanagan, over there!
If it's coin you want, it's yours, all of it. Please, just spare our lives.
I will be taking the coin, but I'm afraid nobody would see my face to go on living.
Please, please have mercy.
I shall be your shield, my love. Run while you can.
They need us. Quickly!
I'm with you.
Let them go!
What's this now? Did someone call in the army? Wait. I'd recognize that grubby shield anywhere. You're Sir Flanagan. You're but a lowly coward what turned tail from the duchy. But I bet your shield would fetch good coin at auction.
And you shall have it, on the condition you do not lay a finger on these two.
Or better yet, I'll take your shield, your money, and your lives. Kill the lot of them! How'd that coward best us?
Oh, thank you, good sir. Thank you. We are forever in your debt.
I was only doing my duty. Are you hurt?
No. The three of us couldn't be better, sir. All thanks to you.
3?
She's with child, my lord.
Then I am relieved thrice over.
Pray, tell us your name. I would name the child after you, should it be a boy.
This is hardly a deed worthy of...
The man before you was Flanagan, an honorable soldier. Perhaps too much so for his own good.
Flanagan. A fine name indeed.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts, Sir Flanagan. You truly are the People's Shield.
The People's Shield.
I dare say it's a fitting epithet.
I am hardly worthy of such a lofty title.
If only that were your choice to make. You didn't start calling yourself the Bloody Shield after all. Am I wrong, Sir Flanagan? Or should I say, the People's Shield?
Then I suppose I must endeavor to live up to it. For my sake, and for that of the one who may bear my name.
Flanagan's such a good dude. So good. What a nice man. Now, Hughette, you know, she wasn't just good with Flanagan tea. Now she's going after Maxwell's tea. Seriously, what is up with Hughette and Iridor? Both of them just get so much juicy intel and are part of
That she
so
would
many
return
character
to us hale
stories.
and whole. 'Tis a much-needed fortune in these trying times.
With luck, soon my return will not be the only cause for celebration. I am glad to see you unharmed, Hughette. I would choose none but you to stand by Prince Roland's side in my absence.
Thank you. However, I am afraid I have far to go before I can measure up to your legend. A legend that seems to have begun a new chapter, now that you have doffed that mask of yours. Forgive me for prying, but I must ask, why did you wear it for so long?
Truth be told, I have not thought upon those reasons for some time. When I served Glenbrook as its Master of Swords, I did not wear it.
You were Master of Swords? The Dawn Spear?
Indeed. My star was rising, and I was tasked with investigating a group of nobles who were dealing in stolen works of art. A simple assignment, or so I thought. I was yet young and unaware of the pettiness of those who consider themselves to be our betters. I apprehended several of the criminals, but one escaped. That was my grave mistake. In shadows, they harbored their grudges until they exacted their revenge. but the life they took was not mine. It was my love's, the woman to whom I had promised my future.
What? I never knew.
The villain was eventually brought to justice, but no sentence could bring back what had been stolen from me. Had I only been more thorough, and not been so naive, then she would still be.
Sir Maxwell, there is no way you could have known. The blame falls not on you.
Nay, my inexperience sowed the seeds, and I will reap their bitter fruit until the day I die. I swore I would never again allow someone I loved to come to harm. To ensure that, I had to discard who I was. I gave up my title as Master of Swords, hid my true face behind a mask. I spoke only with my spear.
And you were reborn as Glenbrook's fiercest warrior, the Dawn Spear. Your feat surpassed the imagination of even the most silver-tongued of bards. Forgive me. I still tend to get lost in the stories, even though you are standing here before me.
No, I should thank you. There are few who would understand my struggles, but I believe you are one. House Wolford has seen its share of misfortunes. That you all still walk with your heads held high is an inspiration to all. I was brought back from the brink of death to fight by your side. To face the dangers ahead, undaunted and unhidden. I may owe fate for my return, but I shall fight tooth and nail before it takes aught from me again. At least, such are the things I tell myself in my quiet moments. I only pray the words can give me strength when it matters most.
They will. No doubt you are stronger now than you have ever been.
Thank you. I no longer need to hide in fear. I will not look away.
And they've been hiding this man from me for how long? Oh, did he double dip a two? He did. During training with Hughette, Maxwell tells her things that he could not tell Roland himself. Hughette really went in for that extra tea, didn't she?
I see you have not neglected your training, Hughette. I must take a moment to catch my breath.
You are winded. Good. I often worry that my skill is lacking. I wonder what Roland would think to see us practicing together. He expects much from me. I only hope not to disappoint him.
He has become a fine warrior in his own right, has he not?
Indeed he has. He would have been a worthy successor to King Regna, if only his birth would have allowed it.
Doubtless the king would have considered Roland too pure of heart to wear the crown.
And is that not a kingly virtue? Or do all rulers require some measure of ruthlessness to keep their people in order?
You are closer to the truth than you know. Prince Franny had evidence that his father was turning a blind eye to the illicit dealings of his subjects.
What? What dealings?
House Tellior was peddling watered-down wine and fattening their coffers with the profit. King Regna found out about their scheme, but the timing was unfortunate. It had been an arduous year. The king was loath to risk the loss of taxes, so he let it pass.
I see. And Prince Franny knew of this?
Yes, and he was goaded into coercing his own father by Minister Patriot. Perhaps what Prince Franny feared the most was that the king would pass him over and cede the throne to Roland. So he threatened to inform House Falks of King Regna's indiscretion if the king did not guarantee his succession.
That's... I never knew.
Over time, Prince Franny came to realize how he had been manipulated by Minister Patriot. He hated himself for the actions he could not take back, and he envied Roland for his blissful ignorance to it all.
Do you think Franny believed Roland to be a better fit for the throne than himself?
In his heart of hearts, I do. I have no doubt King Regna did too, when the weight of the schemes and intrigue that plagued his nation weighed most heavily on his shoulders. Perhaps Regna hoped that Roland could succeed where he had failed, and navigate through the deception without compromising his ideals.
So that is how it was. I see now why Roland looked up to you like a father.
The rot that spread through Glenbrook was not unique. Wheresoever men fight for power and influence, it spreads. But we need not submit to it. If ever there were a group of people that could set this kingdom to rights, it is here. We can rebuild Glenbrook to be more glorious and true than it has ever been.
I agree, Sir Maxwell.
When the war is over, it will not be strength of arms that will carry us through to the future, but the strength of our words and convictions. My brush with death has allowed me to see this clearly. A path forged by spears and swords will only end in a river of blood. I only pray that peace comes before we are consumed by it. And when it does, may we have the courage to set down our weapons and begin our true fight, to see that we never need pick them up again. Will you stand by my side when the time comes? Shall we build this new world together?
Yes, we shall.
All right. Well, that's I think I'm gonna end the episode here because I wasn't expecting those 4 character stories. You know, and it's a good little video to just tell you I'm back. You know, I took a week to recover from my sickness because I was super sick. Granted, it's not like you weren't without videos because I had Spider-Man Shattered Dimension videos like pipelined months ago. And then even then, there's only a day in between the end of Shattered Dimensions finale and the start of a 4-part series from Resident Evil 6 where I go over the files, and the next Let's Play, which all my 360 Let's Plays were like recorded months ago. Like in September and early October, all these episodes or these videos were recorded for Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix Redux series, and Tron Evolution. All 3 of those 360 series were recorded, you know, a month and a half ago in August, September, early October maybe for Tron Evolution. Even the Resident Evil 6 files videos that I did for the 4 characters, going through all the, you know, the figurines as well. So it's not like you were going to be without videos. You just wouldn't be with the videos I was still working on, like the Triangle Strategy, the Pokemon streams, and the highlight videos for said Pokemon streams, the upcoming Pokemon Scarlet, which I want to stream that series and then do highlight videos for it as well. But yeah. So, you know, Triangle Strategy is back. There's probably only... I know this chapter will be a side A and a side B. That's why I kind of went in this video here before going into it. So that way all the main story bits are in one video. Or in, like, the actual video itself. With the combative mission, whatever it may be. And then, yeah, you know, I'll do a couple more shiny hunting streams in Legends of Arceus before Scarlet comes out, which is the 18th, which is next Friday. Not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow as I'm recording this. It's, I guess, technically a week from now. 12:56 a.m., which means it's Friday. So yeah. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. I had a lot of bad luck, string of bad luck. I had a lot of string of bad luck. So yeah, you know, I may have ruined my chance with a girl that I hardly know, but I think she's kind of cool. She's pretty cute, but I probably ruined my chances with her, and immediately got sick, like the most sick I've been in years, like probably since my periodictitis, which if you don't know, I got when I was 21. And by the way, that's when your stomach gets inflamed, or that's what happened to me. Was my stomach got inflamed and was rubbing against my heart, which then caused a moat of liquid, as they termed it, to form around my heart. So I had a bunch of water around my heart, which was not fun. That was like a month-long process to recover from that, and the 800 milligram ibuprofen put me on. It was rough. It was a rough month. But that was in 2017 when I was 21. So yeah, I just had the worst sickness I have had since I was 21. So 5 years. That is the worst and longest I have been sick. It was miserable, but you know, it was bearable. It wasn't like horrendously bad, you know. It was just annoying to have that sore throat for like 4 or 5 days, and to have your body constantly like ache and like hot and cold easily, you know, and you're just super tired all the time. Even with the medicine, I was just super tired all the time, sleeping on and off, like barely being awake. And even then when I was awake, it was like I could hardly focus on anything because of just like the aching and my concentration being completely off. But you know, and then yeah, today that freaking stabbed my finger on my cat's fish bed. Obviously she's not gonna hit the nail because it's in the very top, and she's, you know, she has no reason to bump her hip that high. But freaking saw the most blood gush out of my finger than I have in a while, because I've never just like straight stabbed my finger into anything. I have, but it's been a really long time since I've done that. Most of the time it's like scrapes, like it's a cut across and not just straight in, which is why I think blood just came pouring out of my finger like it did. So yeah, you know, I'm back. Hopefully my string of bad luck will bounce back. You know, maybe I can still get that date with that cute girl. Who knows? I doubt it, but I can dream. I know where she's at. You know, not really. I know where she works, so I can like put myself in a situation where she might. Basically, what I can do is I can go to Walmart, right? Because she works at self-checkout. Put myself in a situation to see if she approaches me. Because if she approaches me, then I know I still might have a chance. If she doesn't approach me and just straight up like kind of ignores me, like she's awkward to be around me, then I'm like, okay, well then, yeah, the dream's dead. I'll move on. I know when my opening is gone, if you know what I mean. Considering I'm a person of consent, and what I mean by that is I have this really weird thing where I do not like to do anything. I do not like to ask anything unless I know I have the person's consent, or at least they're strongly hinting to me that they want me to do it. Otherwise, I can't do it. I can't ask it. I can't act on it. I can't do anything without consent because I just feel super weird and awkward if I don't have it. So it's like if I were to ask a girl out, I'd more so ask her if it's okay if I could ask her out before actually asking her out. Yeah, I would ask for consent to ask out because that's how socially awkward and socially anxious I am about my consent. it's rough. It's really rough. But I'm done boring you. I'm back. Expect more triangle strategy videos. We're at the final stretch. We're on chapter 15 of 17. If we weren't going for the true ending, chapter 15 I think is the final one. But if you get the true ending, then yeah, there's 17 chapters. Maybe 16 would have been the final one if you don't get the true ending. I don't know. Maybe there's more after that. I don't know. We're in the final stretch of the end game. That's all I know. So expect more triangle strategy videos to come out again. Expect more Arceus shiny hunting for this week. I want to get this video done, thumbnailed, and uploaded so I can, hopefully have it come out technically today, Friday. So that's fun. So yeah, expect a Legends of Arceus stream maybe tomorrow as well. If not tomorrow, then like end the night or throughout the Saturday, whatever, the weekend. And yeah, until Pokemon Scarlet and Violet comes out, I'll be getting Scarlet. My brother-in-law is getting Violet. Unhinged tonight, man. Buddy, if you're still there, we can trade. Granted, by the way, if you ever just want to trade with me, like, just, feel free to ask. You see something I have that you want, ask me. I may say no because I may really like it or not have enough of it. I may say yes. I also could say no because it's already reserved. Like that Zorua, I have a Zorua in reserve for Unhinged Knight. If he can't get one, doesn't find one or whatever. It is what it is. Kind of have to talk to him again in order for that to work out. But yeah, I've been rambling on for too long just because I had to rant. I needed to rant. I wanted to get my tea. Hughette is getting the tea out of me to you guys. Let's put it that way. She was thirsty for more tea in this video, getting 2 character stories out of both Maxwell and the People's Shield, Sir Flanagan. So yeah, in the next video we'll start chapter 15 Side A and go from there. Hope you have a great day. Remember, you can be the best you can possibly be. If you like the video, give it a like, comment if you're this super special awesome, subscribe before the event, that really me out, and ta-ta for now.